So welcome, 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 welcome. And Vanessa Raymond is here, and I'm so grateful. She is, super bright spirit, super helpful. I mean, earlier today, this morning, actually, when this event started, I had quite some troubles getting on, and she ran the show and helped me with some technology challenges. And here she is back again in a whole new outfit and a whole new presence, a whole new teaching. And so, you are a blessing to everybody you touch, because you bring the sense of like, oof, when people are nervous or things are going hard, you somehow know how to come in and create a little bit of ease and peace and fun and just settle things down and make things better. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Leela, and thank you so much for providing this platform for us today and for inviting all of us here. I mean, it's just been an amazing day. I have been in and out, so I apologize to everyone who presented that I have been in and out, but I've tried to catch a little bit of everybody's presentation, and there's just been so much amazing information and wonderful just stuff to use and to take and to just love. So today I am here with you because, I thought 3 o'clock would be perfect, because I know every day around 3 o'clock, I'm like, oh, that 3 o'clock slump. But moving my body always energizes me. And I know today is about peace and about de-stressing, and what better than movement and breath to really help us through any kind of stressful moments, stressful times, and to just ease the body and bring us back to being grounded. And I always feel like movement helps with that mind-body connection that brings us back to ourselves when we feel a little bit flustered or we feel out of sorts. So I'm here today. If you don't have any experience with yoga, don't worry, just follow along. This is going to be a very easy, what I call a ooey gooey yoga session. I just want us to move our bodies and get back into our breath. And I know you've done a lot of breath work today. Al Ingalls, I loved your Ferris wheel expression. That really is so great. Heard so many great things today. And we talked about belly breath. And so now I would like to start with that today. I want everyone to just sit with your legs crossed. And if you are not comfortable crossing your legs, you can sit on a pillow, that helps, or you can just relax your legs straight ahead of you, whatever feels better. I'd like you to sit tall and grow tall through the crown of your head. Feel your vertebrae decompressing as you feel the crown of your head reaching towards the ceiling. And then just close your eyes for a moment. For me, everybody close your eyes. You can just rest your hands on your knees, or if you like, you can bring the palm of one hand to your belly, right where your belly button is. And I'd like you just to take a nice deep breath in. And as you inhale, I want you to expand your belly. Feel your belly fill up from the bottom all the way to your sits bones. And then as you exhale, out through the mouth, feel the air go out of your body and your belly pull back into your spine. And again, inhale. Release all those tummy muscles, let it expand. And then as you exhale, just relax as you feel your belly fall back into your spine. One more time, inhale and exhale. Good. Keep your eyes closed. And I'd like to, for a second, just go through a anti-anxiety breathing technique with you. I use this with my clients that I work with on speaking, whether it is on stage or whether it is in front of small groups. This really helps calm the nervous system. So bear with me. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose for 3 counts. We're going to hold our breath for 3 counts. Then I want you to blow out all the air till you have nothing left in your lungs and hold that for 3 counts before you breathe in again. Please, if you feel lightheaded, then just start breathing normal again. But you will feel this calm your nervous system. So again, just everybody take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Hold it for 1, 2, 3. Now exhale through the mouth, everything out. And hold 1, 2, 3. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3. Hold 2, 3, and blow it out. And hold 2, 3. One more time. Hold and release all the air out of your lungs and then hold. And come back to a regular breath and gently open your eyes. Good. I don't know if you could see or feel, if you could feel your nervous system completely calm down during those breaths. I'm going to turn sideways here. And we are just going to walk the hands forward on our mat and come to hands and knees. I'd like you to place your palms under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And we're just going to mobilize the spine quickly a little bit with some cat and cow. So we're going to inhale, lift the chin and chest, drop the belly towards the floor, lift the tailbone. And as we exhale, push the hands and the knees away from the floor as you go into your cat pose or angry cat, rounding the spine up as much as you can. Inhale. Arch the spine and then exhale, round the spine. Make a big bridge with your back. Again, inhale, reach the heart out forward, chin up, tailbone up, let the belly relax. And exhale, push the floor away as you round the back. Good, now I'd like you just to squirm around a little bit. This really mobilizes the spine and it energizes the body. So you can move those hips in circles, figure 8, side to side. Just give me a good little squirm here. Drawing those shoulder blades into the back. Involve your neck. Let the head move around with you. Awesome. That should feel really good. Now from here, I'd like you to place one hand, I don't mind which hand you start with, in the center of your mat. So aligned with your sternum or your chest bone. And then we're going to inhale that right arm up and just open your chest out, reaching the arm high. Breathe. Inhale and exhale as you bring it back. We're going to bring the other hand to the center and inhale that left arm high. Inhale, exhale, bring it back. Good. We're going to sit back with the tailbone into child's pose, reaching the spine and the arms long, bringing that forehead to the ground. Take a nice deep breath in. Now, I want you to get that third eye planted on your mat. This is very grounding. You can close your eyes here for a second. And again, here, just relax that belly. And just sink that tailbone back towards your heels as you reach those fingertips long. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Now, I'd like you to walk both hands to the right corner of the room, like at a 45-degree angle, reaching that left tailbone or sits bone towards the left heel. And you should feel a beautiful stretch on the left side body. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale here. You should feel a good stretch right here. And then we're going to move it over to the other side. Both hands to the left side and the right sits bone towards the right heel. And you should feel a good stretch right on that right side of the body, feeling that right armpit getting a little bit of a stretchy here. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale as you settle into that. And then we're going to walk it back to the center and just relax here. Good. Take another deep inhale as we come back up on the hands and knees, you guys. And breathe. We're going to tuck the toes and find our first downward dog. So I'd like you to reach that tailbone high, float the tailbone up to the sky. For now, keep the knees soft. And we're up on our balls of our feet. And here I'd like you just to feel like you're pushing that chest towards the thighs, getting your ears next to your elbows, and then very gently lower those heels towards the floor as you lengthen through the backs of the legs. I'm just going to walk forward here a little bit so I don't kick my wall. Good, you guys. Now here, I'd like you just to walk those feet out, one and then the other, feeling a nice stretch through that hamstring and the back of the knee, through that straight leg. And I want you to kind of massage through the feet. So you go toes, balls, heel, toes, balls, heel, just like that, back and forth. And don't be scared to let your hips move here. Give those hips some freedom to just move around a little bit. We're going to settle into our downward dog. Feet are about hip width apart, reaching your tailbone high. Now, I would like us to reach one leg up. I'm going to lift my left leg high. We're going to bring it up. Now, this is totally up to you how high you go. All right, just within your own range of motion. I want you to really lengthen through that leg. Breathe here. And we're going to bring it through to a low lunge. So even if you need to grab your ankle with your hand, I want you to pull that leg forward and get it to where your knee is at a 90-degree angle. If you can see here, 90-degree angle, your heel is anchored on the floor and that back leg is really long, all right? So you should feel a nice little release through this hip flexor, which is where we very often hold tension and feel very tight, especially because we sit so much, right? All right, take a nice deep inhale and breathe. I'd like you to place your left hand on the inside of your left foot, all right, or the hand on the side of the bent leg. And then inhale that right arm high. So now we're opening up that hip and we're opening up the body and just getting a nice rotation here. Exhale, bring it back down. And now lower that back knee very gently. Good. We're going to put the top of the foot on the floor. And I want you to anchor that front heel into the floor. And we're going to breathe both arms up high to crescent a moon pose. Now in this pose, again, I would like you to keep that front heel down, sink those hips forward, breathe, 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 hold it, reaching both arms up. Now I want you to imagine you're swimming backwards. So you're doing a little backstroke and we're rotating the arms like a little windmill back and just breathe. I want you to open the chest as you do this and reach those arms as far back as you can behind you, opening the chest and the heart, just flowing through the movement and taking nice, long, even breaths as you do this. Good. And then we're going to end with both arms high again. On the exhale, bring both hands down to the floor. I'd like to bring you to a pigeon pose. Now, you guys, if you struggle with this, don't worry. Just do your best, okay? If you have a pillow close, that could be helpful. If you don't, we're going to walk the foot across to the opposite side of the mat. You're going to bring that front knee down on the mat, and I want you to try and extend so the back leg is relaxed on the mat, and you're turning the hips square if you can. All right. This is pigeon pose. We're aiming to bring that left sits bone to the floor, but if you can't touch the floor, Just go to where you are comfortable. Now, for some of you, this might be enough of a stretch. We're just working on opening up the hips here because the hips is quite often, again, where we hold a lot of tension. You can stay here and just breathe and just keep your eye line straight ahead of you, or you can join me in going into our sleeping pigeon. So I'd like you to drop the body forward and lower again that third eye, your forehead onto the floor if this is possible for you. Now, if this is also a little bit too much for you, you can also come on the elbows and just hold it here. Good job, everybody. Awesome. Just breathe, take some deep breaths. Right here, we're just opening up that psoas and the hips. Good. On the next inhale, walk the hands back if you were down in sleeping pigeon, and exhale, tuck the back toe, and we're going to lift the body up so we can bring the foot back to low lunge. Beautiful, you guys. Now from here, we're just going to come to the center. So you're going to turn both feet parallel and turn to face the screen. And we're going to do a straddle forward fold here. So I have my feet parallel. I have my tailbone reaching back and long. And I want you to try and get your back nice and flat. The knees can be slightly soft, or if you're very flexible, you can stretch those legs. I want you to put some pressure on the outside of your feet, but anchor the whole ball of the foot, and then just fold the body forward. Now here you can place the elbows on the floor if you so wish, or you can even reach behind your ankles and give yourself just a gentle little pull. You guys, please be very gentle. I don't want anybody to injure themselves here. And guys, if you do have any injuries, I should have probably said this in the beginning, please be very mindful. And you got to be mindful either way. All right, so from here, you're going to come back and we're going to walk the body over to the other side. So now we're going to come to our lunge here. Good, on this side. Beautiful. Hold it here. Now we're going to place the right hand on the inside of the right foot. And we're going to inhale that left arm high, opening the body and the hip up here. Opening the chest, continue to breathe, you guys. Inhale, as we exhale, we're gonna bring it back and we're gonna lower that back knee down. Place the top of the foot down. Again, make sure that front knee is at a 90-degree angle. Your front heel is anchored on the floor. Pushing those hips forward, anchor the front foot. Inhale, both arms high to crescent moon pose. Pushing those hips forward very gently, always gently, you guys. Reaching those arms tall, we're going to swim backwards again. Nice big arm circles, one at a time, opening the chest. Nice free movements. Keep breathing. Long arms. We're opening the heart here, getting that heart chakra reaching out. Breathe. Gorgeous, and end with both arms high. Beautiful. On the exhale, we're going to bring it back down. And now we got to get our pigeon on this side. So I'd like you to walk that foot across the mat. So you come to the other edge of the mat. We're going to place the hip down towards the floor. And again, if you're struggling here, feel free to put a pillow under that right sits bone. And scoot back just a little bit here. Long back leg. Lifting the heart up, breathing. Now again, you can stay here if this feels good to you. Or we can go to sleeping pigeon, lowering the body down. You can either put your elbows down if this is enough for you. Or you can reach those arms out and place the forehead down on the floor. Beautiful, breathe. Take some nice, deep, energizing breaths and fill up your belly. And get that deep belly breath going, you guys. Inhale for 3 and exhale for 3. Beautiful. All right. On the next inhale, we're going to walk the hands back. We're going to tuck the back toe, lift the body up, and bring the front foot back to our lunge. Now, from here, we have to reverse back. So, we're going to step that right foot back to a high plank. Now, in your high plank, make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and your tail is tucked. And from here, I'd like you to reach high through the tailbone back to your downward dog. Reach the tailbone high, push the chest back towards the thighs very gently. And now on this side, we need to inhale that right leg high, getting that beautiful tripod downward dog, just within your own range of motion, guys. Breathe. Give me a nice deep inhale. And exhale, bring the leg back down, and we're going to walk out our dog here. And again, just let those hips move with you. Feel the movement. Yeah, awesome. I know, gentle movement. Now, with that said, we're going to walk the feet in towards the hands. And I'd like you just to find the feet hip width apart, forward fold, and just hanging down and over here. Take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, we're going to bend the knees and drop the tailbone towards the heels. It's okay to let the heels come off the floor. I'd like you to gently lower yourself down to a seat and lengthen your legs out in front of you. Gorgeous, you guys. Just watching the time here, make sure we have time for a good Shavasana. So I'd like you just to lift the body nice and tall. We're going to do just a little rotation. Again, that's really, really opening up the body. I'd like you to take your right foot and cross it over your left knee. And we're going to take the left elbow and place it on the outside of the right knee. Rotate the spine, so let your chest come with you. Bring your head around with you and bring that right hand behind your back. Now, I want you to draw that hand in close to your sits bone or your spine, and then reach tall through that spine. I always say, imagine you have a broomstick threaded through your vertebrae. So you're nice and tall, up, up, up as high as you can. My other analogy is my velvet rope analogy. Imagine you have a velvet rope connected to the crown of your head, and it's gently lifting your spine up towards the sky. Good. On the next inhale, we're going to release that, bring it back to the center, switch legs. We're going to bring the left foot on the outside of the right knee, right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Rotate the spine. You get a little pressure with that elbow against the knee, getting our kingfisher pose here, and growing nice and tall through the spine with that backhand close to the spine. Make sure you're not hunching your shoulder up. Pull that shoulder away from the ear and feel that red velvet rope gently releasing the spine upwards towards the ceiling, making you feel light and airy. Look back behind you if you can. Take a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, release the leg back to the floor. We're going to reach those fingertips long, and I'd like you to take a moment and just roll down to the mat. If this is hard for you, you can also use your arms to help you down. If you can roll down without using the arms, please do. All right, you guys, we're going to inhale, exhale. I'd like you to now just open the palms up towards the ceiling. Let those legs roll out for our Shavasana here. And I'd like you to close your eyes and come back to your breath. I'd like you to feel your body heavy into the floor, into your mat. Feel the body completely release. I'd like you to take a second on the next inhale and exhale. scan your body from head to toe and detect if there's any tension left in your body. Specifically focus on your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, that belly we've been talking about that you need to relax, your glutes, your butt muscles, the hamstrings, the quads, the calves, the toes, the fingers, everything heavy into the floor. I'd like you to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. And I'd like you to imagine a purple balloon sitting in your belly, in your abdomen. And as you inhale, I'd like you to see that purple balloon expand. And as you exhale, see the purple balloon relax. Let any thoughts that's coming through your mind just enter, acknowledge it, and then I'd like you to fold it up and put it in your purple balloon. Any thoughts? Inhale into your purple balloon and exhale. Inhale one more time. See your purple balloon expand. And as you exhale, I'd like you to see your purple balloon float away into the sky. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. I want you to wiggle your fingers and your toes, and in your own time, keeping your eyes closed, just turn onto one side, any side, onto fetal position. And now, very gently, when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to a seated position and cross your legs. Wonderful, you guys. Thank you so much. Wow, half an hour certainly goes very quickly. I hope you feel relaxed as well as energized. That was my goal. Getting your body moving, getting out of those hips and getting out of the tension in our bellies, getting back to our breath and grounding ourselves. I do many different things. Leela asked me to tell you a little bit about where to find me. You can absolutely find me on Facebook at Vanessa Raymond. You should find me right there. Or you can also find me at victoryfactor.com. Feel free to send me an email there, or you can email me at vanessa@victoryfactor.com. I thank you so much for spending this time with me. And Leela, thank you again for making this available to us.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. So beautiful. I love hearing your voice.
Well, thank you.
It's so soothing and so gentle and really lovely through the movement, and I love the velvet rope through the spine. It's kind of bringing in even what we were just talking about with the Brittany and the velvet, energy of strength, soft strength. So, that's really what you represent, and is this soft strength as well. It's like you're very strong and yet approachable and helpful and really just easy to connect with. So thanks
I
for really.
appreciate it. And thank you so much for everybody who joined for this yoga session. Thanks, Leela.
Thank you. So we're gonna bring on. Thank you. See you soon, honey. We're gonna bring on Lizette. I'm gonna stop recording.